Here's my go-to for when people trigger anger and grief. And if you're new here, I'm Kara. I mentor people who are going through hard seasons, grief, and want to be overall well and resilient. That sounds good to you. Give me a follow. Click the link in my bio. So I recently just got this question from somebody and I wanted to touch on it because it happens. People trigger our anger and grief, and anger is one of the stages of grief that we have to work through. And there's 3 things you can do when that pops up. First, I want you to stop and pause before you respond. Just pause, because that separates you from your emotions. It allows you to take stock and ask, why is this triggering me? What's underneath what I'm feeling? Because anger, there's usually an emotion underneath anger. Second, I want you to assume positive intent for most situations. I say most only because if you already know this is a pattern with somebody, then that's something that you have to separate out and assume that it's not just your grief, it's something else too. And you're going to have a conversation with them about that. But I do want you to remember, sometimes people don't mean to be the way that they're being, they just don't know what to say. 3, I want you to take the time to decide how you're going to confront this issue. And confrontation doesn't have to mean it's anger and okay, if you're spewing anger on somebody, it doesn't always feel as good as you think it's going to feel. It leaves you with like that anger hangover, and we don't want that. You don't want that in a season of grief. If you struggle with that part, take your notes app out and just write something that you want to say. Refresh your memory before you talk to them, okay? Let me know in the comments if you want more on this and follow for more.